So I was a little frustrated that I've enjoyed the class and I've enjoyed the interactions that we've had in our class. And I wanted to actually really focus on our group interactions that we've had. So that was where we've been exposed to a lot of different areas that we can pursue our careers. And I wanted to build on what the last speaker had talked about, and that is basically that our public speaking skills or our skills in communication will enhance any relationship that you have in any part of your life. So what I chose to focus on with that type of my topic, what I chose to talk about was group work. So if you guys can imagine in your mind what a team that you like, a sports team that you like, and why you like them. Usually it's because they're successful. So with our group interactions that we've had in our class, I thought about some of the classes that I had in the past, and that was the 7 Habits class. And I actually really love this class because it actually gives you great direction. If you don't know what to do with your life or where to go or how to start or proceed, you should take this class. It gives you some great boundaries and some great, it gives you some direction. So the habit that I want to discuss is synergy, which is number 6. And synergy is collaborative cooperation. So for any successful team, I wanted to take that analogy because I've done a lot of coaching in my past. I probably coached my children. I have 5 kids, ages 22 to 11. I probably coached over 15 times in 3 different sports. I grew up an athlete. It was something that I enjoyed doing. It was something that I think empowers people when they can see that they can be successful, or even just to make an effort, they feel empowered. So one of the concepts of synergy is 1 and 1 equals 3. And what the third is, it's called the third alternative. And the third alternative is basically working together, coming up with an idea that is not yours and not theirs, but ours. So focusing on the teamwork, I actually coached my daughter. My kids all play. They play Premier Soccer, but they played many different sports. So my youngest had never played, but she's a very gifted athlete. And sometimes I don't want them to be coached by someone else because I don't feel like they're giving them the right rules. You need to blow the whistle so the kids learn quick what the rules are, because when they know the rules and they get a little bit embarrassed, you're not going to keep making that mistake. It kind of gives you a sense of recognition, like, okay, which way do I want to go? Or how do I want to proceed? Well, this is just through rec ball, but in rec, for softball, I had 3rd and 4th graders, and I only had probably 2 kids that had played softball. And my husband had told me, he said, you have got the worst team of all time. And he had no confidence in these little girls. Well, my daughter hadn't played, but she's very gifted. And I probably had four kids that were actually athletic. And I had the rest of them that really had very little hand-and-eye coordination. So my goal was to work as a team. So we worked really hard at focusing on the things that each of them could do well. So we focused on things of one little girl. She was really cheerful, and she was just so happy and always so thoughtful. So we found something that she could do that she could contribute to the team. And we had another little girl that would, she would dance out there in the outfield, and I always had to put her where she would, where she could feel secure to do what she did, but still feel that she was part of the team. And I had one little girl that, is it my turn? Do I have to play? So what I had to do is I really tried to focus on, I didn't want to change them. I tried to enhance what they were already good at. So in creating this environment of trust, because we started to trust each other, it wasn't until about the 4th and 5th game that they actually really started to get, this is a team. This is teamwork. So long story short is it came down to our city standings. We ended up getting 4th in our little league. So excited. But what was even more exciting was that we got 2nd in our little city tournament. And then my little girls ended up going to state. So the outcome or the reward is that through teamwork, not always always in your office situation or in your relationship with your family is there going to be a physical or tangible reward. But there are great rewards, and it takes a very mature individual to forget themselves and to build your neighbor or your coworker, because the payoff will be a win-win situation. So I want to encourage you to embrace synergy, to use cooperation, collaboration, and to seek that third alternative.